Okay, it says 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Oh, that was weird. 21 stayed 21 longer. Okay. I don't know what happened, if it's just because I moved outside. I was on the property in the bushes. So I put the computer in the garage. And if I have to, I'll put it on the ledge near my window. But I think the internet's right above me. I don't know. I can see the cable there. I don't know if the modem, I think the modem's inside the house. Anyways, I tried to check on my phone to see what was going on because I noticed that I didn't have a connection anymore, that it was unstable. There was a yellow bar that came up on the top of the screen. So I didn't have any way of checking it. The live timer was still going on, so I wasn't quite sure if we were connected. There was a few things in the live chat stating that I was disconnected and chat was unavailable, and then I was connected and then disconnected 3 times. So I actually went to a different one of the different channels. Like, I'm able to sign on to 3 different ones here for my Wi-Fi in the house. And tried a different one, but it seemed to be weaker than the one I'm on. Sometimes it's stronger. Maybe they just got 2 or 3 because they got used to me sucking up so much internet that they set up a different channel. I went back to the original one that I'm on. I'm in the garage now, and everything seems to be working fine. So I went out. I got the bright idea of grabbing my phone. I don't know why I didn't try this yesterday while we're live streaming to see if I was able to connect through my phone that way. But, so we are set up. I got the car on the ramps now, and I don't know if you caught that part of the video because I think we were going through some issues. So why is the car on the ramps? Because of these. So if it wasn't captured, I'm just going to reiterate this stuff. So these are little lights. They actually go in here, and I think it's kind of crazy. They sure snag you on these suckers, I'll tell you, because they're $32 for these little tiny lights, and by the time you're done with taxes, $36 because they added on $4 of taxes, and there was really no other option. The other option was to buy a single for $4 less than what it cost to buy a double. I'm not paying $27 for one little light. Like, come on. So why we're on ramps is there's no clearance underneath, so I gotta be able to have a little plate off and get these in. Hopefully I can do this in a nice clean movement, not touch anything, and I'm going to replace both of them so that they're both fresh bulbs and just keep the other one as a spare. And that being said, we want to be completely safe on the road, so that's why we do any maintenance that comes our way. So that's anything. You should be doing a daily walk around your vehicle. If you're using your vehicle as your tool at work and it's something that you got to utilize on a regular basis, you should be checking your fluids on a daily basis, checking your air pressures at least once a week on your tires, and checking your lights to make sure that they all work. You know, pulling us over because we don't have lights, or we signaled but they didn't see it because the light was burnt out. So as you can see here, these lights are new. When I actually bought the car, it came with the same look, not the halos or anything, but they were all fogged out and you really weren't getting any good vision out of them. Still turned on and whatnot, you could see, but it was considerably a lot less vision. So now that I put these in, like, I can see 3 times the distance and quite a bit further, but also you can just see the wide span. The issue with these though is these kind of give me that nice fan out in front and to the sides, and when you have one broke, you only get out like 20 feet in front of the car before they actually hit the ground. So you're using your fog lamps on these cars, they're on all the time to light up what's underneath directly in front. So that's why I'm changing them. There's lots of light in the city, obviously, but there's a lot of dark spots around Victoria as well because of just how the place is built. So that's why I like to be able to see a lot. My girlfriend didn't like the other lights because you can see very well at all. So in the last previous clip, I showed you those little blue clips. I use electrical systems that were wired in with these lights. So I actually had to, like everything else was a plug and play. I was able to just unplug the old lights, plug these ones in, except the halos didn't work. So I had to use those little blue clips to attach to one of the power, which was right beside where it came out of another port in the lamp. So it's kind of funny that the halos weren't wired in. Maybe that's just to give you the option of having them or not. It's more of just an aesthetic thing. They don't do anything. Like they're so dim that it's just a look. So we can turn them on now just so you can see the lights. But yeah, nothing's spectacular. But it does give it a different look and definitely makes the car gives the car a whole new atmosphere. We like to check our signal lights. That one works. Check the front ones on the right. That works. Okay. So what is that? That's just parking lights. These lights are on. My halos are on. And that bottom light looks nice. Gives it a nice effect. But the LEDs are only on the bottom. So it shines up. And as it gets up here, it's really light. So it would have been nice, or like dark, I guess you could say. It would have been nice to have LED up top and below. And then you would get a nice, solid, like proper halo. I'll just check in my parking lights, both sides, and in the back, and then check all my lights. I guess the hardest thing to do is to check your brakes. So both sides. But there's always ways around that, and one way that I usually do it is with you're in a cold weather climate. I don't have it inside. It's in the trunk right now. But I'll use a snow brush and put the plastic piece on the pedal and put the wood piece up against the seat. And if I have to, I push the seat, move the seat forward electronically or with the lever so that you can maintain pressure on that brake pedal. So sometimes you gotta move the seat forward first, but you know, if you have the stick in there, you can kind of adjust it to what you need. Pull the stick out, push it forward a little bit more, and you can depress with the stick onto the brake and put the stick into the seat to hold it depressed, and then check your brakes. So that's, you know, you can use any kind of stick, I guess, whatever meets your fancy. So I'm gonna get rid of this phone. A little bit chilly out here. I wish I had a mat. I got this thing, but I don't really want to use other stuff. That's enough, I'm told. A universal screwdriver is always good to keep around, and I haven't been keeping one in my car. I don't know why. Well, that'll help. I'll be right back. I gotta get my tools. Trying to balance stuff. Okay. Yeah. I think probably would be a lot better to light on. Got a piece of cardboard too. Spare cardboard? I found some. Oh yeah. What is inside the box? No, what was it? What was inside the box? I think that's more important. We forgot like the highest detail of the day. Like doors are so airtight. This has got to be the most important detail of the day, and I'm forgetting it. Look, got the purple cardboard box. Why? Oh. I got my bags. They're here, like I said. Well, middle of 3 o'clock, I finished my order, and then yesterday when I came home after my live stream, they're here. They're already here. So that's obviously the pizza box bag. So you can carry up to 4. And then here's the larger bag. It's got a hard bottom on it. Feel that. And then you've got the 2 baskets on each side. It's got the dark blue skip the dishes on top. So I guess we could have went with the blue thing if we wanted. And then obviously the lining. They both have a lining. And then this one also has, yeah, my bag's just waiting for that one last step. And if I look on my phone, we might already be approved to go freaking get in the work. Let's check that out. But we got a build to do here, so if we can go to work, we got to get this build done pronto, like today. We might even be possibly able to go to work today. Okay, no messages, no text messages. Oh, there's a voicemail. We should check our voicemail. I bet you it's the taxi service. I don't know how to get into my voicemail. That's funny. See, the iPhone, it just went right to it. There's messages, it showed me, and then I just hit the button and it phoned my messages for me. Ugh. Trying to get used to a new phone, huh? Okay, let's check our emails. Skip team, 9:31 a.m. Jeez, Case, 2 hours, almost 2 hours. Congratulations on becoming a food courier. There we go. So this is what I'm reading to you. Congratulations on becoming a food courier, Casey Dufu. We're thrilled to have you as a partner on the Skip network. To help you get started, we put together a handy guide in your Curio Portal to walk you through the Curio app before you hit the road. The Curio Portal is where you'll find everything you need to manage your account. It's where you'll go to see your earning statements, update any personal information, or find the answer to a question you may have in the facts section. To get you on the right track, remember the following tips. Open shifts get added often. Be sure to check your app for them. Gee whiz, can I talk right? Open shifts get added often. Be sure to check your app for them. 2. If you are unable to attend your run, please drop your run using your Curio app. 3. Before your shift, remember to turn your Wi-Fi off. Bring your cash float with enough change. Pack your thermal bags. Have your phone charger. Start with a full tank of gas if you are driving a motor vehicle. It's very important to be friendly and polite to customers so they order again and you get more deliveries. If you can't find what you're looking for, or if you have any other questions, send us an email at couriers@skipthedishes.com or text us at 1431-800-0631 and we'll do our best to help. Welcome to the network. Skip this. Remember to set your availability in the Curio app before Wednesday night in order to get the shifts you want. Sweet. Okay, so they got things in blue. The handy guide was written in blue. Curio Portal was written in blue. Fact section was written in blue. Skip the dishes and the phone numbers. So those are obviously links. We're gonna hit the first one. Actually showing me the dashboard with the maps, and I was only able to get like a view of that through a teaser. So the dashboard offline, this is what it's showing. It just shows you a picture, right? So this is more or less what I saw before. This is what you're able to view. So it just tells you your status. If you don't have an upcoming shift but are looking for more earning opportunities, tap your offline status and toggle the switch to set yourself to available. We'll notify you first if we are seeking more couriers. Sweet. Available, they got on the map. So I'll show you that. You can see here, on here it says offline, right? And then the next one is available. So dashboard map. A map of your current location appears here while available. The delivery zones where you're registered to complete deliveries are shown on the map. Zones appearing in gray have reached the maximum couriers needed. Keep your status set to available and we'll notify you first if we are seeking more couriers. So you tap a zone to start in now. Open zones. Zones will highlight. So here, I'll show you the next picture. So open zones. Zones will highlight when extra couriers are needed immediately. Tap the zone to accept a custom shift or extension and start delivering right away. If you want to be notified when zones open, update your status to available. Custom shifts. If you do not have an upcoming shift, you may be eligible for a custom shift within an open zone. Tap the zone and select your start and end times to accept the shift. Start early. If you have a shift starting within the next 3 hours, you may be eligible to start early if your delivery zone is open. Tap the zone and select your start time to accept the extension. And then the next picture. So that twisty. So start your scheduled shift. If you have a scheduled shift starting within the next 3 hours, the details will appear. Shift, the zone will highlight. Tap the zone or toggle your status to let us know you're ready to begin accepting offers. So it's blue, matching your orders. On shift. While on shift, your dashboard map will highlight your delivery zone boundary. Stay within this area to be eligible for new offers. Extended shift. If your shift is ending within the next hour, you may be eligible to extend your shift if your delivery zone is open. Tap the zone and select your end time to accept the extension. Sweet. And then I like to switch back to this. Deliveries. So matching to orders. When a new offer is assigned to you, you will receive a notification. Tap Get Started to review the details of the order. Right? So that's what they're showing us. And there's the next picture that we're going to be. Right? So accepting offers. When a new offer is matched, you will have an opportunity to review the details of the order. Swipe Accept Offer to confirm you will complete the delivery and let us know you are ready to proceed to the restaurant. Remember to swipe quickly before the offer expires. Directions. After accepting a new offer, begin navigating to your restaurant pickup location. Tap the directions icon to open turn-by-turn directions in your preferred mapping app. Some restaurants and customers may provide special instructions to help you find them. And then cash order. So there's all these different things, right? You gotta, when you get there, comes in, what it's saying is you have to swipe the green line to accept the order. So you have the choice or not to accept it. It stays there for a period of time. Yeah, it's 11:30. I'm drinking a beer. Sorry. I'm not going to work today. This is work today. So I'm not leaving here. And if you guys didn't see it in the other one, it's Stanley Park IPA. Stuff's deadly. I don't know if I captured all that in the last video, but this is a tall boy. I paid $2 for that at the liquor store down the street. Funny thing is, you go to the shelf with the 6-packs, they don't sell them in tall boys. They only sell the tall boys in singles. But the 6-packs and the 355 ml cans, which are this tall, right? So a third, you get 2/3 of the beer, costs $12.99 for 6. These are $2 a piece. So you buy 6, and it's with the tax, it's like $14.40 or something, $14.38. So, what's the better deal? I'm getting like 3 extra beers when I buy tall boy. It's like drinking a beer and a half. But then that's higher percentage alcohol, so it's like drinking 2 beers. Collecting an order. Once you've arrived and safely parked your vehicle, swipe Parked at Restaurant. So yeah, you actually have to park. So they want to make sure you're safe. You're not just running in. So you've got to swipe that you've parked. Once you've received the order, given payment if required, check off your collection tasks and swipe. So you click off that you paid X amount of dollars, and then you're swiping that you've collected the order so that the person knows that it's on its way. And then you're delivering an order. Begin navigating to the customer location, swipe Ready to Drive. Then tap the directions icon to open turn-by-turn directions in your preferred mapping app. Once you've arrived and safely parked your vehicle, swipe Parked at Customer. Once you have delivered the food to the customer and collect payment if required, check off your delivery task and swipe Deliver Ordered. So your phone is a major tool, obviously, in this business. You're going to need your phone. So that's why I upgraded. I had the i5. It wouldn't accept the DoorDash app. I'm not sure if it would accept the Skip the Dishes app. I didn't actually try to upload it. Once I saw that the DoorDash app didn't work on the i5, I just immediately went and got a new phone. it was funny because it was like not even half an hour earlier, and I was grudging. I'm like, "There's no way you're gonna get me to sign a plan. There's no way you're gonna. No, I'm not doing this." And then half an hour later, when none of this was in my mind to do it, well, it was, but not at this extent. Then I go and the app wouldn't work, so I went immediately to the store. So this cost me $25. I'm paying $20 a month plus I think it was $60 a month now for 8 gigs. Yeah, $60 for 8 gigs. Plus, I can add on another 8 gigs for another $60 through the Bell app. So that's kind of cool. And then amongst that were the bags. So I paid $10 for the security clearance check, and then $60 for the bags. Obviously, you have to have a vehicle in place. You need to have your insurance in place and your registration. So that was just completed before all of this, but that was just in the proper proceedings with that. And then your vehicle has to be up and running. So kind of nice that I got the lights in, and now I'm going to be putting these other lights in. We'll be putting in the inverter so that we got power for the computer. You don't need a computer. They even tell you you don't need a computer. You only need the cell phone. I need the computer because I plan on working my blog and working this live stream at the same time, right? So yeah, I've got a lot on the go. But when I don't want to live stream, or when I do want to I can live stream anytime, basically, when I'm not working until I get my live view solo or some kind of system set up so that, so that I can do my internet business, which is basically YouTube and my blog. If I don't have those two going, then skip the dishes is just skip the dishes. So I'm combining all three now, which is kind of crazy of me, but that's something that I do, and making it one, right? So I write on my blog, and I put videos on the blog of my YouTube channel that correspond with it. My last one, I got to go back and find the video that actually corresponds with it and make another video because I was thinking about doing a double on that one. So then when people read my blog, they will see pictures because I plan on adding videos to it so that it's not just words written there. And then the pictures aren't just pictures, they're actually videos. So you can click on the picture, and then you're going to be directed to a video that's telling you similar as to what I'm writing, maybe more, maybe less, right? That all depends. But that'll be worked all into the system, and then like skip the dishes, I'm going to be keeping you informed on the whole thing, just like this right now. Sorry for jumping all over the place, but that's just how it goes with me. So pausing orders. If you need to take a brief break from accepting offers, select pause orders inside the options menu. When you're ready to go again, tap to resume from the dashboard or unselect pause orders inside the menu. Oops. Okay, back to the handy guide. Anyways. So we did dashboard, deliveries we just did. Now schedule. So view your schedule shifts, accepting your upcoming shifts in My Shifts tab of the scheduled section. Access your upcoming shifts in the My Shifts tab in the schedule section. I get all whatever. Swipe through the calendar at the top to view your shifts on a specific day. Confirm a shift. Confirm upcoming shifts by tapping the checkmark button. This lets us know you are able to attend your upcoming shift. Drop a shift. To remove yourself from an unconfirmed shift, tap the X button on the shift block in My Shifts. To drop a confirmed shift, swipe to reveal the delete icon. Always give at least 48 hours notice when dropping a shift. Pick up open shifts. View and pick up open shifts in the Open Shifts tab of the Schedule section. Swipe through the calendar at the top to view open shifts on a specific day. To pick up an open shift, tap the Add icon beside the shift to review the details and add it to your schedule. After accepting the shift, it will move to My Shifts. I hate answering phone call numbers, but I don't know the number to. hung itself up. Whatever. Set your availability. Let us know when you're available for shifts in the available tab of the schedule, the availability tab of the scheduled section. To change your availability, select add date, and tap the add icon. Once you have selected a date, you can specify what time you are able to deliver. When adding availability, you can choose to set the block to repeat at the same time every week. You can also select available all day to let us know when you can receive shifts at any time during that day. That's me. Edit availability. You can edit the availability block by tapping on the edit icon. From there, you can choose to edit the details, delete the single block, or delete all repeating blocks if applicable. Why did I do that? Yep. And then we'll go up. From schedule, we're done, and we go to earnings. So then weekly statements. View your earnings directly in the app via the earnings section. Select the week you would like to review your earnings for. Your total earnings are shown here, split between the amount you receive via direct deposit and the amount you receive from the customer in cash, if applicable. Daily earnings. From your weekly statement, tap on View Days to see each day you completed orders during the selected week. From here, you can review earnings details specific to each day. It's all right. So everything's all online. Like you're going to see everything that you're making. It shows up on here immediately, and then it shows the accumulation of it. You get paid weekly, so that's what I'm used to. I used to work union a lot, and I got paid by the week. I prefer that. Being a subcontractor, I've worked jobs where you get paid 3 months from now, and that's typically how a lot of subcontractors work. They want you to invoice after 30 days, and then you got to wait 60 to 90 days before you actually receive your pay. Trying to maintain a household and run a business and not get paid for 90 days or even 120, because if they wait to pay you at 90 days and then mail your check to you, it can be even longer. That's 4 months. You try and maintain a lifestyle paying a mortgage and living on the road. That's what I used to have to do. I'd pay a mortgage, all my bills on my house, somewhere where I wasn't living, but I had to pay for that mortgage, pay for insurance, pay for the water, gas, and power while I was not there, because that house is always going to use a certain amount, and then go work over here and pay for a hotel or a house to rent, and then all my fuel and my food, which is even more because I'm on the road. Unless I cook for myself, but that gets tiring, and I have done it. I've got ways to cook in the vehicle. Oh yeah, and I'll be hooking that up. I gotta go to the washroom real quick. But like, you got to think about these things and what makes sense and what doesn't. It has to be cost effective, right? So, needless to say, I was super stoked when I heard that you got paid once a week, because I'm able to maintain finances. Because I gotta pay rent still, I gotta pay for fuel, I'm gonna be on the road, and I'm gonna have to buy some food probably. I'm gonna try and pack a lunch, because packing a lunch is still way cheaper than eating out any day. So I definitely gotta go and get some lunch items again so that I can pack a lunch. But yeah, I'll probably be cooking in here. I need to get some more accessories, but I do have a lunchbox, I think, somewhere in here that heats up, and it kind of works like a crock pot, so I can plug that in. And I've cooked Cornish hens in there. I've cooked everything you can think of, roasts and everything, right inside my vehicle. So it smells like it's a kitchen right inside my car, which is great. And through that box, I was able to like feed 3-4 people. Okay. Curio Portal. The Curio Portal is where you'll find everything you need to manage your account. So we're going there. And is it the same? Yeah, it's showing me the same thing. Still left 3 orange bars and a blue one. So earnings still showing the same. Profile still showing the same. Obviously, I'm not changing that. Bags. It shows the transaction. I paid my $79 at 3:24 a.m. on the 3rd. FAQ. Okay, I don't know. So from here, where do we really get going? How do I receive orders as a courier? Download the Courier app. And general Courier app info pages of the help section for more information to help use. I don't know. View application, it still keeps sending me back to here. I just tried downloading the app again. It's already installed. Like, come on. So, welcome. Today is the 6th. I don't seem to be able to do anything else from here. So, nothing's changed. It's still all the same stuff that I've been playing with all weekend. So. I don't know what to say other than gotta get on this build. This is freaking chewing up time. I don't get it. Okay, on with it. You might as well keep that there. Somewhere in region. It's not a secret. My tools really need to be organized. I can't stand living like this. It's too big. Okay, so I gotta take this bottom plate off to be able to get at my light. It's tucked up in underneath the bumper. And these Mercedes got nice little plates everywhere to stop any kind of junk from getting up and into places. it can still get in, don't get me wrong, but compared to some North American vehicles where they actually go cruising through mud and crap all the time, they don't have them plated very well. Hundreds of dollars washing mud out of bumpers. That was quite unnecessary. Ford, Chevys might be a little bit better now. But I do remember going through that crap on my Ford. Right, that light's already out because I needed it to check. So all I gotta do is, oh no, replacement. So all I gotta do is, oh no, plug in the new one. Just break it. So these do sit in there a certain way. So you need to make sure they're going in that certain way. It's hard to see if I got the clips in front of them. I can't feel anything. What a pain. Like the actual connector looks burnt from the last light getting fried in there. Quite possibly because I didn't put it in right. Come on. It just doesn't feel right. I was right. It was not in right. These little spring clips are fun to work with. So what I just did is pulled the light out and then tried to attach the spring clip to the mount without the light installed, just to make sure that I was installing it correctly. And I wasn't, because it wasn't catching the clip, obviously. And now it is. But by giving myself that reference of checking it without the light in, I'm reassured to know that now it's installed properly. So that one's done. Quick and simple. See the craziness of it? It's actually more work to get yourself set up to do this than what it is to change the light out itself. So having to go get the ramps, drive the car on the ramps, get a piece of cardboard, and then unscrew this plate. Like, there's way more work involved than what's required. That's mechanics for you. And so when people wonder why it costs so much for parts to be replaced, it's simply because you're paying for the labor. Quite often the part can be like this and be very cheap, but the amount of time it takes somebody to do it is what they're charging you for, too. So they're obviously going to charge you, something for the facility that they're doing everything in and the tools that they're working with, because you have to do maintenance on both. You can't just own tools and think they're going to last forever. They do wear out and break like everything else. And if you're in a facility, you've got to pay for all that overhead: power, water, insurance, property taxes. There's so many things involved, but yet people are always complaining about how much it costs them. So there you have it. You got to start breaking it down. And when you get into business, you start breaking things down more. And you start understanding more of the breakdowns, not the breaks, but the breakdown process of why things cost so much. Look at the nail there, you're gonna get a flat tire. And yeah, so when I started a business when I was young, I didn't always think about that. And I know many people don't think about that throughout the day, just with their regular everyday life. So you got to really break things down. Like, you might want a Slurpee from 7-Eleven or something right now. It's going to cost you $2 to get there. But this beer costs $2 and satisfies me a lot more than a thing of frozen sugar. But on a hot day, hot sugar, I mean, frozen sugar is great. What I'm trying to get at is spending the money on fuel that costs more than to actually go and get that $2 item. And then when you get there, you say, oh, you can buy this for another $1.50 more. Instead of just getting one, you can get two. So what do? Oh, that's a bargain. I'm going to grab that instead of just getting the one. And they got you. You spent more money than what you had to. So when it comes to everyday life, we all got to be a little bit more mindful on where our money is spent, because those things add up very quickly, and it doesn't take very long for money faster than you'll make it if you work in a job. So even if you're running a business, you can spend money very easily, very quickly. It can disappear. You're trying to build up, get tools in the way, slow you down. So let's make sure these work. Like, I already screwed in one plate, but that was part of the whole thing with this. That was another reason why I liked it and enjoy this item, because I had $25 for a phone, $70 for my check, my security check, and the bags, and then I've already got the insurance and everything in place. All I need now is fuel. So getting paid once a week and having very minimal items. I've already bought a few. I bought a piece to hold the phone, but it's not even a piece. But I can still use it, so it's not a complete waste. The thing is I'm not going to be using it for another month or two. So it is a waste. I spent $20 that could have put it to fuel for right now. But such is life. We make these silly moves. The trick is to learn from them. Why? This doesn't. I don't know. Maybe there's a sensor on the dash. They're not turning on. Oh, they're on. Turn on. Okay. So, back in action. It's good to go. I'm back. I had to go put some eggs in some water. I'm hungry. I need some boiled eggs. I haven't had my 2 boiled eggs in a couple days. 2 boiled eggs a day. Today I'm having 3. Where does this go? Show you what I'm doing. Right up here inside, there's a little cap in there.